game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And some room to maneuver. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
What a spin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Choke.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
I got two. What can it? You gonna take. One. It's coming, double up.
Now Wentz.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right.
And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 44. Mike, 44.
Wentz now to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over the first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kicked. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
At the 17-yard line.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Lawrence's throw complete here to Kmet.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
82.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. 2nd down and 7. They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Let's see what you got. Drop deep, drop deep. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. Go, Mike. 10-5-7. It's been a long day for you. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Mike 40, Mike 40. Guys, escape situation.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their drive.
This one certainly would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Austin. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Wentz now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. Able to slither by. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
I don't even know why this team showed up. 44, Mike, 44. I'm trying to collect.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Indy.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Kill. Inside, solid. Mike 54. Army.
54 is Mike.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts have taken the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cole Kmet with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
To throw is Wentz. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Wentz airing this one out for Evans. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Go, go, go. 44.
Now Wentz. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Hines. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
I'm coming after you. No. Alert flare.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Mike's 40. Let's go one more. 40's Mike. All day, just like that. Mike's 40.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Got a man. It's Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And some courage there. Your side of the field in overtime, first drive, going for it. Wow, they got it, though.
Sometimes you have the feel that whether you turn it over on your side of the field or you punt it away to them and give them the ball, you're not going to be able to stop them anyway. They decided to gamble on themselves, and that was a big pickup.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, go, Mike 40.
Wentz going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Now Wentz on third down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's fourth and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock.
And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check safety, check safety.
And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Squeeze, double, double. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Bang it.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Mike, Bobo. Bring it. Bring it. Check. Check.
74.
44's Mike. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
I'm scared.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shoot.
They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one.
This to at least get them a lead here in overtime.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And with that, they will move out in front by 3. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Colts, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week.